All right, so we've talked about time, we've talked about the amount. Let's kind of section these off. The amount, so how much money do they want to help deploy and start getting those returns? So I think another big thing for us as we're reaching out to people is find out what is their preferred strategy for investment. Now for here, so far we've already talked about private money lending. And of course there's different types in there, as we've talked about, the short term or the longer term. Might be a PML, or a PMP, a private money partner. But then again, some people that want to be investing may not want to just be deploying their money in somebody else's deal or partnering on somebody else's deal. They may want to be buying it for themselves. So we want to make sure we have that list included too. As we're talking to people, that we're adding a buyer's list for people who are just looking to buy, and that's really their primary focus. So those are the three that we have there. Now, something else as we're talking to them that certainly they're going to want to know is the returns. A lot of times you hear this as the return on investment, ROI. And this will be a little different for each of these categories. You know, if somebody is a private money lender and they don't have any equity, they're probably getting a little bit higher interest rate. If they're a private money partner, they're giving up some of that interest rate up front to instead have some equity in the deal. So they get to benefit in some of the appreciation, depreciation, the debt pay down, and of course the cash flow that comes month to month for these different properties. All right. So something else is definitely what types of deals we're looking at. So as I mentioned, we're going to be doing some wholesaling for things that we're going to be doing more with the lending that they'd probably be interested in are fix and flips. And then also, what are we doing buy and hold with? And for us, and looking at the Nashville market in particular, we're really focused on co-living, where we take a house, maybe use some of that common space to add additional bedrooms, and then we can rent these homes out by the room. So for us, we're primarily focused on co-living. And that really helps us, one, get some very affordable housing to individuals. Two, helps the property perform with higher returns than what just a typical single family rental would offer. And also it gives us some other efficiencies, like we have one property with multiple tenants. So we only have to worry about if something breaks, like if a roof needs repaired, well, it's just one roof for all those tenants. And that's very beneficial. One of the other big perks is it kind of minimizes some of the risk. If one person moves out, it doesn't mean your whole home is empty all of a sudden. Now we still have one room empty and the other rooms are rented and bringing in revenue. So co-living is a big area that we're wanting to continue to grow in, while we still have some other friends that we're looking to partner with mobile home parks and RV parks. This is our main strategy right now for building our own individual portfolio, and then we'll see how we can partner with others for some of those other bigger assets. All right, and then what else do we want to be providing to those lenders, and even to people wanting to maybe help, come on and say, hey, well, I could help call people and do capital raising with you. Well, we'll want to make sure we include a credibility packet. So we get to show investors other assets we have in our portfolio, other deals that we've done. And of course, this will continue to grow as these businesses evolve over time, and we'll have more and more experience. But this is definitely something that they'll want to see up front. So we'll give the credibility packet, and also, some people, especially looking at an orbit program, may need a little more guidance. And so we want to make sure that we have kind of a script. And this really helps us, one, to help the conversation flow well, helps and give vocally as we're talking to the investors, helps build that credibility because they can tell we know what we're talking about. Also, it makes sure that we gather all the important information that we're going to need to help build that relationship with them, like how ready are they? What kind of time frame are they looking for? What's the amount they want to invest? We tell them about our strategy and potential returns and see what's a good fit for them. So having a good script helps make sure that we get all the information that we need so that we are well positioned to work with these future investors. So I hope this was helpful, just kind of a glimpse of what are some of those key things that we want as we're starting to build those relationships with potential investors and raising some capital with them and seeing how we can grow our portfolios and our wealth together. So until next time, I'm Big John. Let's go and let's grow.